Okay, good morning, global politicians. This is me explaining what we're going to do for the next 2 weeks. And obviously, I know you're working on your FSTs at the moment. They're due in on Wednesday. I know you have other subjects. So this is why it's for the next 2 weeks, but it's also really, really important. So in this week's lesson, obviously, we're going to have a topical test. And we're going to explore our engagement activity that I'm sure you will know about because you've all read the guide. So first of all, just take the topical test on Google Classroom for events in May and also up to June the 7th. No cheating, take your time with it. If you get questions wrong, do have a look at the links in the feed in the answer feedback. Do read up about the story. So once you've done that, your engagement activity. So this week we're introducing your engagement activity. And put simply, obviously this is a HL and SL assessment. It's one of your IAs. And this is sort of your chance to engage with politics as well as study it. So the easiest way I figured to do this was I made you a guide, which is attached, and it looks like this. First of all, what I want you to do is I just want you to read through this guide, okay? Because I know you'll have lots of questions, but I also want to make sure you've actually understood and read this so you will hopefully have a clearer idea. So first of all, read through the guide. So it has an introduction about what the engagement activity is, the different components, it has some examples, it has, for example, what the teacher can and cannot do, has the ethical guidelines, has our provisional timeline. Note that this is provisional. Hopefully with school closure and stuff, we'll be able to keep to this, but one thing that is fixed is the final deadline. It has assessment criteria. It has an example of a graded engagement activity with notes from the examiner and final marks. And also has an example of your engagement activity approval form that will be given to you on Google Classroom. And if you notice in this PDF, it has links. So for example, if you can't remember what the key concepts are, click on the link and it will take you to our Global Politics Google site, and it gives you definitions and examples. So the first thing you're going to do is just read through this. Then you're going to answer the Google Forms engagement activities FAQs. So this is to make sure you've read the guide and you've understood what the engagement activity is. This is to stop me answering the same question 10 times. It's really important to do this. Once you've done that, you should have an understanding of what the engagement activity is, and then you're going to start to fill in your engagement activity proposal. So there's Google Docs, which looks like this, and this will make sense to you after you've read through the guide, after you've answered the questions. And basically, we're going to be filling this in over the next 2 weeks. And I need to, as you can see, you only need 3 sources for now. I'm going to give comments, and I'm going to sign and approve this. And really, Thursday the 18th of June at 4 p.m. you need to get this approved by me by then, because over the summer holiday you're going to start working on your engagement activity. So I know you'll have lots of questions about this, but you need to read the guide first and then answer the Google Forms about it, because they should answer or tell you the answers to most of the questions you're going to have. So during this week I'm going to be marking your summatives that you did in week 9. I'm also going to be marking your FSTs. So it's really important if for whatever reason you haven't handed in either one of those, you need to get it done, because I'm putting in grades for your reports as of now. And as ever, there'll be an engagement doc. If you have any questions, let me know.